The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogarth. This book is not a book for snowflakes. This book is only for serious traders. So if you're a serious trader, then make sure that you watch this to the end because this book is what separates struggling traders from traders that actually make it in this industry. So in this book, I'm going to go through the top 5 key takeaways that I think are important, and I want to bring them to your attention so that you can benefit from it before you quit. But before we get started, go ahead, like and subscribe and drop a comment below. This is going to help boost the algorithm and get this message out to more traders like you that need to hear this. So let's get started. So the first key lesson from this book, Best Loser Wins, is that retail traders just want to seek comfort. They're snowflakes. They don't like discomfort, and that's why most people quit. Trading is not about being comfortable. It's the opposite. You have to be okay with being uncomfortable, and that could be in your journey, and that could be in holding your trades. The best traders are able to sit through the discomfort, the uncertainty, not knowing the outcome, right? The snowflake wants certainty, wants comfort, wants to be told everything's going to be okay, right? You want to have a 100% win rate, right? That's snowflake thinking, right? That's not realistic, right? If the 100% win rate was a thing, then we'd all be gazillionaires. Do you understand? And that's not the case. Discomfort is part of your probabilities, right? And you have to be able to sit through it and make friends with discomfort, right? Don't run from discomfort, right? There's no running from discomfort. If you want comfortable comfort and certainty, then stay in your cushy job, right? Go be comfortable answering to a boss and running around being told what to do, when you can eat, when you're allowed to go to the toilet. That's comfort. That's security, financial security. That's being in prison, high security, real comfortable, right? It gets uncomfortable when you try to escape the matrix, right? You have to understand this. There is no easy way out. So make peace with it. And I know you got it in you. That's why you're watching my videos. That's why you're here already. That's why you didn't quit yet, right? Because you understand that it's part of the process, right? So make peace with discomfort, and you're going to make it. You're going to have a higher chance of succeeding if you can overcome this, right? Number 2 is you don't need more strategy. You don't need to shift your strategy. You need to shift your identity, right? And when I say shift your identity, I'm talking about killing your ego. Get rid of your ego, right? Your ego is got no place in the market. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to help you. If you're an egomaniac and you have to seek validation and post everywhere and show off and do all this nonsense, right? You're not going to make it as a trader. So let that sink in right now, right? Kill the ego, because the market doesn't care about your ego, right? Your identity is attached to your ego, which is attached to the outcome, right? So you think that when you take a win, you're a genius. In fact, you're not. It's just your probabilities and your edge, right? You were just there at the right time to take the trade. And then when you take a loss, it destroys you because you think your ego is reacting, and you think you're a bad trader, where it's not the case at all. Just you have to understand this, right? And the sooner you understand this and you can detach from the outcome and be black and white, stone cold, and not let the outcome dictate the way you feel for that day, You don't let a loss ruin your day, and you don't let a win get to your head. So you have to shift your identity with yourself and kill the ego. Okay. Number 3 is pain equals profit. And that's pain in many different ways. It's the pain of holding on to your trades or taking a loss in your trades, or the pain of watching price come up to your take profit but not hitting it, and then doing a pullback, doing a reversal, and then coming back and taking all that money you had in the P&L, all the money you were up, back down to your entry, or even worse, to your loss, to your stop loss. There's that pain. Then there's the pain of learning to be a trader, the pain of your journey, the pain of sacrifice, right? The pain of regret. And then there's the pain of discipline. Do you understand? Then there's also the pain of not being a trader, going back to your job, the pain of giving up as a trader, and then the pain of being stuck in the rat race in a job you hate for the rest of your life, working for a boss you don't respect. That's also pain, right? The pain of not being able to have what you want, that's pain too, right? So there's lots of types of pain. You have to choose your pain, right? So choose the pain of discipline, the pain of the discomfort. Be okay with it, right? The discomfort of taking a loss or holding trades. Choose that pain, right? Be okay with it, right? You have to choose wisely. You cannot avoid the pain, right? The pain of sacrifice as well. So you got to sacrifice certain people. You got to sacrifice some weekends, many, many weekends, maybe indefinitely. But I know that you got it in you because you're here watching this and you didn't quit. You're not part of the crowd. You're not normal, right? You understand pain, you appreciate pain, and I admire you. You didn't quit, right? You have it in you to continue. So just be aware of your choices in pain, right? Pain is not necessarily bad, right? Pain is growth. No pain, no gain, right? There's truth in that. So the sooner you understand this, then things will become easier for you, rather than not understanding the type of pains that there are, and then, being blind and trying to go through this, and then one day you just have so much pain that you give up, right? That's not awareness. You need to be aware of it. So number 4 is the best traders still lose. They just lose better than you. They don't lose less than you. In fact, some traders lose more than you, right? But they handle the loss. The loss to them is a lesson. They journal the loss, they learn from the loss, and they handle the loss better. They don't let the loss get to them because they understand it's part of the edge, right? So you have to be comfortable in losing and know that over a series of trades, the house wins, right? You operate like a casino. You have a strategy that has an edge, and you know that over time the probabilities are in your favor anyway. So one loss is just taking you closer to the next win. Think of it that way, right? If you know you need 2 losses to make one big win, but your win is covers it all, it was worth it, then fine, sit through it, right? Handle it, right? That is how the best traders react to losing. They don't have the ego and they don't get hurt. They don't get butt hurt and crawl up into a ball and cry because they took a loss or they blew an account. They don't even blow accounts because they just manage their losses better. They don't revenge trade. They don't try to get back at the market. That's the last thing you can do. That's the last thing you should try to do, is to revenge on the market and take out the anger. They don't have any of that, right? They've done the internal work. They are in control of their emotions. They have emotional control, right? All the negative emotions, they've gotten rid of it, or they're aware of it and they know how to handle it, right? You have a system to take care of your emotions. So they just lose better, right? They handle losses better. And number 5 is that the market doesn't care about you. The market does not care about your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your wishes, what you want to do. The market is going to do what the market's going to do. It's not going to wait for you. So it doesn't care if you miss a trade. It doesn't care if you took a loss. It doesn't care if you make money. The sooner you understand that the market owes you nothing, that your entitlement means nothing in the market, the sooner you can mature as a trader and overcome this. Trading is the fastest feedback you'll ever get about yourself. If you're a greedy person, the market is gonna show you. It doesn't care. It's gonna tell you, right? It's gonna let you know, right? And if you're a fearful person, if you don't have the cojones to hold trades or take trades or deal with your losses, if you're fearful, or if you sell bottoms and buy tops, it's gonna let you know. It doesn't care about you, right? So you have to understand that it's also not personal. It has no clue that you exist and you do not move markets. So handle this and understand this, right? And don't take it personal. It doesn't care about you. It's not out to get you. Nobody in the market is trying to get you. The banks are not trying to screw you. The market makers are not, they don't know you exist. Your broker doesn't care about you. Your prop firm doesn't care about you, right? It's just business at the end of the day. It's nothing personal. So handle that, understand that, and grow from that. Become an adult, mature, right? You got to move away from the snowball, snowflake mentality and level up. If you want to level up, that's how you got to do it. So this book is really brutal, right? It's one of the most brutal trading books, and definitely you should read this book. You should go over this book and read it at least once a year, right? Listen to the audio until it sinks into your brain, until it sinks into your memory and becomes part of your identity, right? It's an important book, right? It should be part of your journey. And if you want to level up, then check out the first link in the description, the Inner Edge Pro. This is where we go in and we manage your emotions so you can handle the discomfort, you can handle pain better, right? You can be more mature with your emotions. That's what the Inner Edge Pro is all about. It's the boss level, it's the final stage, fixing your psychology and your emotions. That's the thing that's going to separate you from the rest of the crowd. Okay? If you're new to my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. Let me know which one of these lessons resonate with you the most. And until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Bye.